Hi everybody, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small, and this is What's on the Table. Today's episode, if you haven't been able to guess already, is going to be Flames of War. This is an ongoing project I've been working on for a couple of weeks. This is mid-war American forces from Fighting First for Flames of War. I've got an upcoming tournament, so I've been working a lot on these guys, and that's why you haven't seen maybe some other content. So I bought a lot more than I needed for my list. So for example, my list only uses 5 Stuarts, but I have 10 of them. I'm only using 6 Grants, or sorry, 6 Lees, but I have 10 of them as well. I'm going to paint them all up at the same time anyway, so I've got them all done. And it gives me a little bit more flexibility as I play and have some battle reports show up on the channel. I'll be able to mix up my forces a little bit. So what have I done? These guys are in various states of completion, but for the most part, the base coat and most of the highlighting is already done. For these guys, I did use the Battlefront spray, which I really liked. Turned out really well. And then I highlighted with various Vallejo colors. I did try the Flames of War paint range, the bottles, but to be honest, I wasn't a fan. Maybe it's just something you need to get used to, but I really liked Vallejo, and almost all of this is a Vallejo. I might have used GW for the headlights there. But you can see with the base coat, I did a wash of, I guess it was GW Devlin Mud and Agrax. No, I think it was Devlin Mud, Agrax Earthshade, whatever that brown color is, and Nuln Oil, their black color. But I used the gloss versions so that the color stayed a little bit, didn't darken the color as much. Then I dry brushed with various tans, and you can kind of see on the back, and then flat coated them. The decals went on pretty well. There's a little silvering on a couple of vehicles, but nothing that I'm unhappy with. And then I added the crew and the machine gun after I did the majority of the work. So this is an 81mm mortar. This guy's pretty much done. But some of these guys, like for example, this is an intermediate step. It still has that glossy paint on it, and it has just a light dry brush to pick out the rivets. I won't go in with the weathering dry brush until after the decals are on. I did try weathering powder, and I think I kind of ruined this guy with it. Some people might like that effect. I thought it's okay, but I decided not to go with that for my whole army. So I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. Maybe put him on an objective or something like that. But pretty much I think I sold all my old American mid-war and bought all new mid-war. So this is pretty much all plastic kits except I think the recon platoon here is resin. The half tracks in the back there, those are for the armored rifle platoon. And you'll notice everybody has yellow stars, at least those tanks that have their decals, except for the M10s. Now we talked a little bit about this in the M10 review, but turns out it looks like that M10s weren't part of the Armored Command, so they didn't get the directive to paint their stars yellow. And even then, by the time M10s hit the theater, a lot of the Armored Command had already been switching back to white stars. So I can't find any proof of M10 tank destroyers ever having yellow stars. So we went with white stars just to be consistent with history, even though the OCD in me is just crazy with yellow stars everywhere except those M10s. So that's what I'm working on, guys. This is just a quick video to let you know where I am. These guys should be done hopefully in the next week, and then we'll be back to some more 40K and some Starfleet miniatures, some Star Trek miniatures. So there you go. If you guys have any questions, please leave a message down in the comments below. As always, go ahead and check us out on Facebook at All Miniatures Great and Small. As usual, thanks for watching, guys, and keep on wargaming.